Hey everyone, I'm Chris with CMC Electric. Today we're going to install a Generac generator backup system for one of our clients in Raleigh. September is National Preparedness Month, and with all these storms coming about, it's high time to install a generator. Our client sees the need and wants to make sure that when his power goes out, it comes right back on. So with the hurricane that has came through in Texas and Irma that is lurking out in the Gulf, it's definitely a time that we think about being prepared for a storm. And unfortunately, a lot of times we think of it too late. But our client today realizes the need and has that need, and we're going to be there to set him up so that he is never left without power. We're here at our client's home in Raleigh, North Carolina, about to install a Generac generator. Come on. So we've set our generator on our gen pad. We've leveled out the grade, put our composite pad, set our generator, and we're going to start wiring our unit. Our client has opted for a 16 kW unit. This will power select circuits in his home, and for a much smaller home, it could do whole house backup. 10 years ago, to do this same installation, we would have had to install a much larger unit. But with today's technology and the improvements from Generac, we've become much more efficient, and we're allowed to power an entire home with a much smaller unit. So people always ask me, well, Chris, what happens when a storm comes and my generator doesn't work? I don't want to spend money on a generator for it not to work when I need it most. Generac has introduced a product that has been out for years now, and it's called a Mobile Link. And what we do is we install that unit right here beside the motherboard in the generator. And what that unit does is it sends an email to CMC Electric and the client if during startup there's ever any issues that would prevent it from running. So my answer to you is you'll never have to worry, because we typically will know if there's a problem before you even know. Hey guys, day 2 here at our generator install in Raleigh. We've installed our transfer switch, we've installed our conduit and our wiring back to the generator, and we've interconnected the transfer switch and the electrical service. So in the event of a power outage and power turns off to the home, the transfer switch senses that, and it does so because we've routed the wiring from our service to the transfer switch, and then we come back to the service. So the transfer switch always knows when power is on. When it turns off, after a few seconds, it sends signal to the generator, and the generator starts up. Power comes back up through the conduit here, and then safely feeds the circuits inside the home. Now, a transfer switch is very important. It's very important that it's wired right, because if it's not, you could cross power from the generator back to utility, and the reason we would never want to do that is number one, for the safety of our equipment in our home, and number two, the primary reason for human safety. If power from the generator were to come back through to the service, it would travel through the incoming line that feeds this house and flow back through the utility line. And if a power line were to, say, fall down in the street and a lineman was working on it, that line would be hot and he could get electrocuted. So it's very important that we have wired our transfer switch correctly and to code. So you've seen our generator installation. It's been a smooth process from bringing the unit out, setting it, wiring the transfer switch, and connecting the transfer switch to the generator. Minimally invasive, and we know you care about your home, your family, your valuables, and so do we. Give us a call at CMC Electric so we can help determine the best solution for you.